Hey everyone, Phil from Warhammer Online here, and today we are going to be looking at GamersGrass products. They've actually sent through a range of their battle ready bases and the grass tufts. In this video we're going to be looking at the grass tufts. First up, big thank you to the people at GamersGrass for sending so much through for review. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to have a look at how these arrive to you from the shops, basically from the product. So they come in a nice, broad, deep package, so none of the stuff is going to get crushed. From what I've seen, there's different depths of this as well, so it's nice and close packaging, no wasted space on the packaging at all. As you can see, you get a slot in there. It gives you instructions on how many you've got in there. There's 70 individual pieces contained on this, with an idea of the pattern as well, so long object curly ones. This is really quite informative. On the underside we've got some basic instructions, so essentially what it says is they just peel them off and they're ready to use, but for a more tough permanent fix you can use a little PVA. I've always put the little blob of PVA on the back. And then finally we've got a reference here. Let's start by looking at Spikey Beige Wild Tufts. What I've done is I've placed a model here just so you've got an idea of scale, and zoomed as close as I can really, and to be able to show off the detail. So as you can see, as it describes it, it is very spiky. I kind of see it as almost like a thorn bush. You know, each piece is approximately a centimetre high, so again, just sort of looking at it against that, you see she'd just be kind of leaping over a piece of it if we were to place it on a base. But as you can see, each spike has got its own bristles coming off of it as well. Really nice. I really like the look of it. It feels quite strong. I've pulled a couple of pieces off some of the other review products and they're really quite tough and well bonded to their bases, so I've got no concerns in terms of the make. I think this strand here is a good example of what you're actually getting in the packet there. So as you can see, it's like a little brush. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Little spiky plant. Next up we have Alien Blue 6mm. So again, 6mm giving the height. This is Wild Tufts again, so I love this. I think these are going to be, you're going to see a lot of these on our future battle reports. I've already put together an order for about 6 more packs because we've got some pretty big armies we're going to be working on, and we're going to be using this to represent some kind of weird sea grasses for our Island of Deepkin bases. So yeah, really excited. Again, don't need to show you what 6mm look like really, but just to give you an idea. You know, I'm trying to angle it for you there so you give an idea. It'd just be a small piece of tuft on the base. As you can see, the top half of the bristle is actually a light blue as opposed to the dark bottom, which is dark blue, and that does give a sense of depth to them. I really like it, the fact that they're two-tone. Really clever. Next up we have Alien Pink 6mm. Like the Alien Blue, actually works on a two-tone, so you can see a dark red going through to a sort of orangey yellow at the top. Love it. It's kind of like a fleshy pink actually. I really like the look of that. Great. Again, 6mm, so this will be on a low level on the base. Just be poking through, you know, just off the surface texture there. Don't be surprised again if you're seeing these. Both myself and Jack have really loved these sort of bright colours with the duotone. You will be seeing these on our Age of Sigmar armies, definitely. And probably a few Eldar ones as well. Now we have Alien Turquoise 6mm. Again, duotone, lovely colours, similar height, well made. I'm in love with these products already. Just the combination of the last 3 that we've looked at, I think will be fantastic on bases where you can get some really vibrant colours. So a lot of time you see bases and you tend to downplay the base and not go too crazy with them. With my Fire Slayers, I have introduced some kind of bright colours. With the foliage, I use the Games Workshop barred bracken and stuff like that. I think this will combine really well with some of those structured plants that you get with the sort of plastic bark bracken. And yeah, great. Now we have something slightly different, the mixed flower set. I was actually surprised as soon as I opened this up, realised it actually contained 4 different flower sets. So we have yellow, red, lavender and red. 2 different types of red maybe. Okay, I'm actually slightly confused by that. I actually think the label might be wrong because we don't have 2 reds. We do have this rather lovely, I would have a go at red. I think this is the red one. Absolutely brilliant. Again, the height, I think it's about 6mm, so you're just going to see those flowers growing on the edge. Again, there's more to these than meets the eye. They do indeed have like flowers on top. You know, these are little flower bits on little flower stalks, so really cool. But this is the red pack We also have the yellow pack. Brilliant, look like daffodils and daisies and all the rest. Absolutely awesome. I believe this is the lavender. So I think it's got that sort of deep, sort of red purple look to it. And then finally we have this sort of white blossom. Very impressed with them all. Really good. Really looking forward to just grabbing one or two of these. I don't think you need to go crazy with the flowers unless of course you've got an army marching through a garden, but it would be nice to scatter just a few of these on models. Next up, mixed green 6mm small tufts. Straight up dark green grass, absolutely brilliant. Little small tufts, ideal if you're doing a big old army base. There's 144 clumps just in this pack. Absolutely brilliant. As I've said, 6mm, so familiar height to you by now. Just coming in over the bottom of the base. Good stuff, good stuff. A little bit of variation in tone in there as well. It's sort of deeper at the bottom and then slightly lighter at the top. Again, just adds to that 3D feel to it. Now we have dry tufts, 6mm, different pattern. We've got 70 pieces in this. I really like, by the way, I talked about it earlier in that I love how you can actually see the pattern that you've got laid out. This is literally the glue pattern, so this is reflected in what you see here, and I think it's great that you can kind of do a quick look at the packet. You know exactly what you're getting, some larger small pieces, or like on the previous one where you're getting just a regular pattern. So very quick to identify what you're going to be getting. This of course is dry tufts, again 6mm high. Really like the fact we've got some odd shapes in there, and again a little bit of 3D with the different colours. Okay, last one to look at is the dense green XL. So these are wild extra large tufts, and boy do they mean it. Look at this, absolutely brilliant. More than 6mm, possibly, yeah, getting on for 10mm maybe. I love that. It'd be fantastic to just see that model just leaping through a whole bunch of grass. Look, absolutely brilliant. I like it. So again, very impressed. They appear to be very tough. I've given them a tug and I've tried to pull them off. I've done all of that off camera, but you get the idea. They seem to be well adhered. You pull each piece up, and as you can see, you've got a little bit, which again is actually sort of tacky already. But as they said, use PVA to fasten that down, and it will be a much more stable result. So that's everything. That's everything in the pack, really. I just wanted to say, I'm supremely impressed with this product. I like the packaging. I like the information they provide with it. The quality of the product seems brilliant, really good, and we're going to be applying these on bases over the next few weeks because both myself and Jack are working on brand new armies for the channel. So you see these in action, and as such what I'm going to do is a little bit of a tutorial on how to apply different textures and tufts to your bases, so look out for that in the coming future.